Hello everyone, welcome back to Dominion Online. Let's see what this kingdom's all about. I know these cards. Decent trashing, decent gaining, village, not really draw. Village, more gaining. No attacks. No buys. Right, this doesn't give buys? Correct. So there's not that much payload, but you can still build a pretty reliable, like, deck to just do ordinary deck stuff, I feel like. To, like, try and hit a province every turn kind of thing. I think Bounty Hunter Camel Train is probably a good opening. Yeah. I don't think there's anything going for Fiefdom, is there? Maybe. You can't Camel Train those, right? You can workshop them. But it's not like we can gain a... I don't know. Maybe we could just Camel Train 1,000,000 silvers so that our Fiefdoms are worth a lot despite not having silvers in the deck? Doesn't seem like much of a thing. We could raise a couple Fiefdoms to, like, make the others bigger, of course, but... I don't know. I think just... Actually, when I look at it, there's no draw, is there? Yeah, I don't know. I think Camel Train is still good. Workshop instead, huh? Okay. I think I'd like to be able to pick up capital cities with Camel Train. And Poacher, like, I don't know, what piles are going to empty, right? I think Poacher should be great. Yeah. Who's empty? I mean, I don't know. My opponent has a workshop. I guess they might plan to empty a bunch of piles. Nice. This picks up the gold that I exiled already when I buy another, which I think seems good. What count as bad cards to exile? I don't know. I could imagine I might want to not... To bring back from exile a Fiefdom, maybe, although probably not. Okay, opponent wants to workshop, like, Royal Galleys, I guess. Makes sense. To gain a bunch of, like, peddler-like things. What if I just, like, kept taking gold out of this? Or I could take, like, Capital City, which is a nice card. It's probably better than gold right now. I mean, I'm not getting to keep it anyway. I think a dungeon should be nice to help me sift for stuff. Right, line up the right cards. Now let's see, I've already exiled an estate, right? Yeah. So if I exile another, I won't get any money for it. But I already have 5, which is fine. I can grab a capital city, which will unexile my other one. Seems nice. I am a little jealous of the raise. I was thinking it might be good to get one, but I decided that Poacher was more exciting. Because I just don't see any piles emptying, and I like money. Yes, discard from exile, please. If we hit copper here, I'm thrilled to buy a province. If we don't, then whatever. Raise trashes itself. Yes, it's because it was in play. It was set aside on Royal Galley mid-turn, but then Royal Galley played it, so it was in play, and that meant it was allowed to trash itself. Okay. All right. Province it is. Waiting for you! Sounds very, very much like it's waiting for me and finds that to be a big imposition. Maybe the whole Royal Galley thing is going to get to do some cool stuff. I don't know. I just play boring decks. Okay, GG. I guess not. Yeah. I don't know. The camel train seemed like to work extremely well. You want a rematch? I think I got a little lucky with it in that, like, I gained a gold from buying it and then was immediately able to buy gold. And then I was like, oh, I'll take a capital city. And then I was immediately able to buy capital city. There's a downside to putting stuff in exile, which is that you don't get it right away. And I was getting it pretty fast. Just do like to luck. Okay, opponent doesn't want a rematch. Fine. Let's go just find a new table. Hello, start search. I'm not publishing a 6-minute video in my entire life. What are these cards? I know these cards. Remind me, see which. Okay. Draws and curses this turn, filters next turn. Or what's a card that draws 2 then discards 2? There must be a card like that that exists that I can't think of. In, I guess, except in also gives you actions. What's going on in this kingdom, though? Menagerie and Experiment are the draw. That's a little tough. But what about villages? There aren't any. Oh, Sea Witch also draws. Workshop and Altar can gain. Workshopping Experiments should be great. Spices buys. Altar is the only trashing and can gain spices, which is nice. Because sometimes with Altar, the best thing you can take is a silver, and here spices is way better than silver. Although usually there's something better to get with Altar. Otherwise, why are you buying Altar, right? I guess we're just, like, not going to be playing this one, probably? I don't know. Maybe opponent's thinking. That's fine. The problem is, you're only playing one terminal a turn. And the non-terminal cards are not that exciting. Because you can't draw very much. Candlestick Maker Menagerie is kind of a thing. If you could thin your deck down to, like, just Candlestick Makers and Menageries, you could draw a bunch of them and play them. Experiments would be fine too, I guess. But at some point, you need, like, points somehow, right? And playing one monument a turn is not going to do it. You need provinces. Opponent's disconnected, by the way, so probably will not be playing this. Menagerie doesn't look like it's going to draw very much. It kind of has to be Experiment. But I guess, so that's turning your Workshop, taking your Workshop as your only terminal. And you're basically saying, every turn I want to gain 2 experiments, and then every turn I'm going to play 2 experiments. So Workshop is kind of like a terminal that says, draw 3 cards, right? So that's what happens if you play Experiment. You draw, you net 3 cards. So Workshop is acting like Smithy if it just gains Experiment every turn? Doesn't seem that exciting. Well, okay. I guess I'll just wait for my opponent to disappear, and then we'll play a third game. All right, we're back. Opponent has resigned, so we'll never find out how to play this weirdo kingdom. Let's start a new game. I thought I saw Mick Kucinok in the queue, but no. I don't understand how to pronounce his name. I knew, like, 9 years ago how to pronounce his name. His last name is Qsenoch, and I think it was just Cenoch. I think the Q was, like, silent. Right? Or maybe I'm wrong and Q was his middle initial? I never quite understood, but it's not punctuated that way as I recall. Or capitalized. I don't know. He's been one of the top Dominion players for like a decade. He was top when I was playing, and he's still in Division A of the league. The guy's a monster. He has a YouTube channel. You can go watch it. He uploads his league matches. I looked through one, but it's so hard to follow when you don't know all the cards. Someone who's playing as quickly as he does, with the animations turned like off completely, and he doesn't show you the kingdom cards. Like, when I knew all the cards, it was a lot of fun to follow these higher level players, but I have to relearn the new cards to get back to the point where I can do that. So if you know them, I'm sure he's a lot of fun to watch. I did watch his league match the other day, but I really had no idea what was going on for much of it. Okay. We have an opponent again. Ooh, what's an archive? One action. Set aside the top 3 cards of your deck face down. Now, at the start of your next 2 turns, put one of them into your hand. How interesting. So it's like draw a card for your next 3 turns, non-terminally. But you get to, like, sort of choose which card a little bit. Now, a 5/2 is probably good here. I assume? Like, what the heck are we doing? The village is border village. There's plenty of draw. There's plenty of buy. Raise trashes. Monkey kind of punishes engine building. But it's probably fine anyway. I don't know. Is Archive good or horrible? I'm going to take an Archive for now. I think that Wild Hunt will / Tragic Hero maybe will be better. Because Tragic Hero is the buy, right? Oh, opponent also has a 5/2. But once you have villages, it will be better. But until then, I kind of want non-terminal draw. Let's take the raise now, I guess. And then buy another raise. This doesn't come with a buy, right? It does come with a buy, but it exiles. I kind of want a stockpile, but for 5, it just seems pretty bad. Maybe it's Wild Hunt. Let's try to make it somewhat plausible I could hit Border Village. I think with all the raises, it's probably not going to work. I have to draw basically my whole deck for that to work. But if I can hit Border Village, if I can hit a Wild Hunt, I should actually draw up enough to get a Border Village, right? Oh, okay. So I take this one, and then I raise the raise. Or no, aren't these 4 cards all coppers? Yes. Okay, but if I raise the raise... If I raise a copper, I'll only have $5. I think, and I don't really want to raise the raise. I want to get a border village, so I just play this. Cards. Border village. Stockpile? Tragic hero? I don't know. I think I need a stockpile. Discarded the stockpile, okay. Monkey should be good eventually. But I want more villages too. Cards. Border village. And can I take a monkey here? Is that crazy? It's probably crazy. Do I have 1 Wild Hunt or 2? I've sort of lost track. I have 1. Okay. I guess it might have made sense to gain a stockpile there to rescue my other one from exile. Can I turn on autoplay for this? I guess I can't. I kind of want to say, like, yes, always bring this back from exile if you can, but I don't know the magic words. I guess there aren't any because it's not, like, an effect of stockpile that it comes back from exile. It's just an effect every card has. Takes the points. The one I want right now is just a copper, I think. I don't know. I guess I'll take a tragic hero. I don't know what I want from my set aside pile this turn. I guess the estate in case I hit my other raise. Cards. If I take this, it's going to get trashed. I guess that's fine. Because I want the buys anyway. It's 14. I could double province if I played this for cards. Or actually, maybe better would be to, like, province border village and get back all the stockpiles that I just played. My opponent doesn't have any stockpiles in exile. I have 5 in exile, and that's it. So opponent must have 5 in deck. Gaining this means they never get to see theirs again? Okay. I imagine they're going to find a way to gain the points off of Wild Hunt. It seems to me that players think it's good to take it 4 and bad to take it 3. Maybe? We'll see. No? Okay, they have another Wild Hunt then. Yeah. So there go all your stockpiles. Well, at least 2 of them. Three. I kind of wanted to get a monkey involved in this somehow. It doesn't seem to be happening. The game could end fairly soon, like 2 border villages and 2 wild hunts. They're like almost there already. So that's something to keep an eye on. Clearly we take the cards here. I'll just trash the coppers. I don't really want to draw more with raise. It's fine. This is $10. What do I want with that? I don't really have any money besides these stockpiles. Kind of bad. That's not true. I have a gold from my tragic hero. I could take like a border village wild hunt warehouse kind of thing, I guess. Not adding any more gold. Or not adding any more money in general. But don't I have like 1 wild hunt? Well, now 2, and the opponent has 5? They're able to harvest a lot of points off of this while I'm not. Okay. So if I could somehow pile out the wild hunts, which I think is impossible, the game would end. Let's just take 2 golds. I need some money. I don't know. I'm cashing in those stockpiles for permanent gold, which actually, given how little time is left in the game, seems sort of questionable. They're going to get to harvest the wild hunt, probably. Again. Yeah. I'm like... I guess I didn't value this point-taking ability enough, and I grabbed some other kind of mediocre... Like, my archive has been abysmal, right? And it turns out a village wild hunt engine, even if it doesn't do anything, is enough, right? Even if you don't ever buy anything, you can generate like a bunch of points every turn just by playing wild hunts. That's something I had not really considered. And it seems like I will clearly lose the game now. But I'll see what I can do. This archive is so bad. I mean, the idea, I think, is you can use it to like set up your next few hands, but you can't even like decide what you're going to set aside, right? I can't like say, oh, I don't need this border village, I'll set it aside. Aha, points. Take that. I can rescue this turn with the set aside border village, of course, but it's still going to be a bad turn because my deck doesn't do anything. This video is 26 minutes long. Is this the same video that I like played one 6-minute match and then one guy was a no-show and now I'm playing game 3? Is that true? I guess it is. I don't see how I could possibly win. I quit. Good game. All right, no rematch though. Well, we learned about the Wild Hunt engine. The fact that it's its own payload is kind of cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.